What's up, world?
Hello.
Welcome to The Positive Truth, inspiring and positive news for a more progressive society.
What's up? We're trying to bring awareness, empowerment, inspiration, optimism, and understanding to communities everywhere.
I'm JP.
I'm Tim.
And today we're giving you a Thanksgiving edition of The Positive Truth. Before we get to that, we want to let everyone know where we're located at. We're on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud, Google Play, and YouTube, all at The Positive Truth. We got a Facebook page, The Positive Truth Podcast, and TPT_podcast is our Twitter. If you want us to talk about a certain issue or you just have positive news, please make sure to tell us. If you have any comment, any feedback about this podcast, tell us about it. We're new to it. We're getting better every episode. We've done Black Lives Matter and police accountability. We've done election. It's over now. Election awareness. We're getting better every episode. We're just trying to build a positive, thoughtful community for everyone. Doesn't matter your race, your age, your gender, any of that, socioeconomic status. We're about bringing people together. So all we're asking is that you share with someone else that would want some positive news. I miss anything, Tim?
Man, that was very well said. Very well said. I'm sitting here in awe right now. Like, go ahead, man. This dude practiced.
Tim, have you been meditating?
I have tried to meditate 2-3 days ago. I've tried it, and it was peaceful, man. It was relaxing. Most definitely relaxing. I was a little surprised at how relaxed I felt, because at first I'm like, how do you even meditate? So, of course, smartphone, Google, and, I sat there. I was relaxed, and after I was done, I definitely felt a little, I don't want to say motivated, but I'm going to say motivated. I felt a little motivated to get some stuff done throughout the day.
So it was a positive experience?
Most definitely positive.
So you would suggest for other people?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, at first it might sound sketchy, but at the end of the day, what you're doing right now probably isn't helping your bad habits anyway, so might as well meditate, give it a try, and see how it does you.
That's what's up, man. So I know you. You never sit still. Are you going to meditate some more?
You know what? I'm definitely going to try at least 2 times a week now.
Okay.
Sure. At least twice a week. I might try again on Monday morning, and then whenever I get stressed out, because, I do work with a bunch of high school kids every day, probably try, that morning after.
That's what's up, man. So, you ready to get in this positive news?
Man, let's get it. Let's get some positive news.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Oh, you go first, man. I like feeding off your energy today.
Do you know anyone that's albino?
I feel like I had a teacher maybe in middle school that was albino. Maybe. No, she was there the year after we left. She was a gym teacher. But no, I don't know anybody personally that's albino.
Okay, so the world's first albino beauty pageant happened in Kenya.
Oh, nice.
It was 10 men, 10 women, and they were competing to basically break discrimination of albinos in Kenya. There's about 15,000 people in sub-Saharan Africa.
Got you.
And they're usually discriminated against and stereotyped and pushed out. People don't want to date them. There are witch doctors willing to pay as much as $75,000 for a full set of albino limbs to use for black magic, which is both scary because of how uneducated it is, and scary that witch doctors have more money than I have. But, to break that stereotype, they're holding beauty pageants to showcase their talents, and try to end diversity or end discrimination against albinos.
That's awesome. That really is awesome, especially like just knowing how people that are albino, how they get treated. I mean, even as a kid, I remember looking at somebody the first time I saw an albino person, blonde hair, skin was just off to me. I didn't understand, being a kid. But now as an adult, it's not right. There's people too, so.
One of my favorite rappers ever is albino.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Brother Ali.
Brother Ali.
Allergic to the sun, man. But he has a saying, he put it in this rap verse. I think it works well with this podcast. We can't be free unless we're all free. There's no me and no you. There's just us. So.
It's a nice little quote there.
I'm saying, right? That hopefully these Kenyans can bring people closer to their other Kenyans that are albino or not albino, and hopefully this podcast and everyone listening can try to create a better society to bring everyone together.
Awesome, that's good. That's a good way to start this episode. On my side, have you ever heard of a water seer?
What?
Exactly. That's what I said when I read it. I'm like, what is a water seer? Well, it's a turbine that allows you to condense water directly from thin air. Sounds crazy. I had to watch this video. I watched it about 3 or 4 times just because I was like, what, is this real?
Can you find the video again?
Oh, you most definitely at waterseer.org.
We're putting it in the description.
Most definitely. Well, this turbine allows you to condense water directly from thin air. It's capable of producing up to 11 gallons of water per day out of thin air. 11 gallons of water out of thin air per day. It uses cooler reservoir to cool down the warm air, and then the water vapor condenses and falls down into the reservoir as water, which it's underground, so the water remains clean and pure. It's the most ridiculous looking thing. It's a wind turbine up top, a pole, and then it goes like underneath the ground, and that's where the water's getting stored.
How do you get the water from out of the ground?
From watching the video, it looked like there was a way to just pull it directly out, like the pull out of where the water is. And I mean, it looked pretty interesting, but check this out. Guess how much this water seer is going to cost?
Like 10 grand?
$134.
What?
It's expected to be on sale at the beginning of 2017.
Somebody needs to get this to Flint.
Exactly. If you want to learn more about it, you can go to waterseer.org. That's water, SEER.org.
Also in the description.
What else you got for us, JP?
Do you know anyone that's autistic?
I do.
So, do they have trouble Christmas shopping, holiday shopping?
That, I'm not too sure.
All the lights, the noise, so many people.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. That sounds like it would be difficult.
So, Toys R Us in UK, they're experimenting in the month of November with quiet hours, which is basically the store turns off its music, its electronic displays, and escalators to create a more peaceful shopping environment for customers who are prone to over-stimulation anxiety. It's trying to make it like dim the lights, just make it more inclusive to people that are autistic. Approximately 1% of the world's population lives with autism. And since 2000, the number of children afflicted by it has increased by nearly 120%. US alone, 3.5 million people.
Wow.
Toys R Us is trying to create a better environment for people that are autistic. Hopefully other businesses take that route with them. And I just thought, awesome story. Good on Toys R Us.
No, that's great on Toys R Us. That's real good. My wife is a special education major. She'll actually graduate pretty soon, and she right now she's doing her practicum at a middle school and elementary school. So she deals with kids that are autistic or have Down syndrome, etc. And she loves it. She comes home talking about these kids every single day, and I know hearing something like that'll definitely make her happy for sure. And she's definitely a big motivation for me. So that's good that you said that.
She keeps your wife happy? Is that what you're saying, man?
Happy wife, happy life. True story. True story. On my part, man, have you ever heard of the Border Network of Human Rights?
I don't think so.
I know you have. You know why I know you have? Because we just shared the story on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I have heard of
Yes,
this.
I know you have. So check this out. I'm basically going to talk about what the video that I shared. The U.S.-Mexico border opened up for 3 minutes. When I say opened up, it allowed people from Mexico and people from the United States to meet each other in the middle, which was the Rio Grande Canal. What they did for 3 minutes, they were able to hug their family members that they haven't seen in years. They called it a Hugs Not Wall Reunion, which I thought was an awesome name considering, everything that was going on and said by Donald Trump. Thousands of residents from both sides of the border hugged their loved ones for the first time in years. The U.S. residents wore blue, Mexican residents wore white. The encounter was made possible, again, by the Border Network of Human Rights. They're planning on doing more of these reunions later on throughout this year and next year. They want to do at least one more for 2016, and then they want to start off the year again in January 2017. With another reunion like that. I think that's an amazing story just because growing up in the neighborhood that we grew up in, we know a lot of people. We have friends, actually, that their parents were illegal, where they haven't seen their parents or their sisters, their brothers, their loved ones in years because they're not allowed to go back, or vice versa. Maybe some people that we know had family members get deported and they miss their children, their husbands, their wives, loved ones. So the fact that they were able to put something together like this just to see each other for 3 minutes, and the video to it, again, it's on our Facebook page at The Positive Truth, and it's an amazing video. It'll definitely make your heart feel warm.
What's more important in life than family?
Exactly.
That's what's up, man. Well, mine isn't that heart pulling. But my last one is about a restaurant in Sacramento who has set a goal of wasting as little food as possible. So in the local restaurant called Mylapore, Mylapore, it's an Indian restaurant, and they give all of their leftover food to a good cause. The owner, his name is I'm going to mess this up, Jayaraman, found a way to not only stop good food waste, but give it to a good cause. So he has an app. He makes all his food daily. The last 2 hours the store is open, all the food is discounted, it's half off, and everything you buy in that hour goes to charity. So he set up a GoFundMe to help people that are in hospital that can't pay their bills. He's trying to give away food, basically. I just think that's awesome.
No, man, that's beyond awesome.
I know you've worked in a restaurant before.
I'm still there.
I work in a restaurant. The food waste is
it's sad.
Incredible.
It's sad, man. You think about how much food. I work at a buffet. You know how much food we throw away, or people they get a plate full of food and throw it away right after that. For the fact that somebody's deciding, you know what, instead of being greedy, because that's what I feel like anyways, a lot of fast food restaurants and stuff that throw away food. So the amount of food that gets wasted is ridiculous, which we know this, working in the restaurant business. So the fact that he's not being greedy and he's giving away this food without making a profit is definitely, what's the word I'm looking for?
Inspiration, awe-inspiring.
It's definitely inspiring.
Good for the community.
Admirable, that's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Yes. Word of the day for Tim, admirable.
Give me another admirable story.
Admirable? I'll try. This 4th grade teacher decided she wanted to shatter lies. This is pretty admirable, actually. Perfect, JP, perfect. We're getting this down, guys. I don't know if you guys have heard our other episodes, but it's going smooth today. Well, this teacher decided she wanted to help her students be able to stand up to bullying, be able to stand up to people that say things about their ethnicity that isn't true. So she decided to ask them questions. What are some things that people said about your race that isn't true? The video was probably 5 minutes long.
Can you find the video?
You can find the video. We will have that
in the description.
Tú sabes. Which means you know in Spanish. My bad, guys. I say that quite a bit. But she asked kids, it was a young African American boy, and she asked him, what are some things that people say about your race that isn't true? That I'm aggressive, that I steal, that I lie. And, it goes on and on with other kids. And then at the end of the video, she said, what are some things you want to tell people that think like that about you? And it goes back to the kid who says that people say he was aggressive, and he says, I'm not aggressive. I'm not a liar. I do work hard. And to me, it touched me a little bit, just because there's not very many teachers out there like that. I work at a high school during the week. I do a lot of things now I think about this, man. No wonder I'm sleepy all the time. Well, I work at a high school during the week, and dealing with high school kids and, dealing with teachers and administrators, there aren't very many teachers and administrators that are like that are willing to take that extra step to help these young adults, because at the end of the day, they're going to be adults one day, become more confident, become more aware of what's going on around them. And these are elementary students that she was talking to, 4th grade. What were you thinking about when you were in 4th grade?
Video games and basketball.
Man, I was thinking about basketball and afternoon snacks, probably. I was always hungry in elementary school. But anyways, back to this teacher. She decided to make this video, and it was heartwarming and definitely admirable. Wow, admirable.
Okay, I like it, Tim. I like it. Tell them again. Give me your word of the day.
Word of the day: admirable.
What are we talking about today, Tim?
And we are having a Thanksgiving special.
So we're going to talk about 3 things we're thankful for and 3 ways you can challenge yourself and others to get better. Get better for the things you're thankful for.
100%.
So Tim, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Oh, man. I can go first, or would you like to go first?
I think you can do the honors.
I'll do the honors. Well, the first thing that I am thankful for is my mother. Reason why is because she has 4 kids. She raised us all by herself. I have a twin sister. We were the youngest out of the 4. And she did an amazing job with us. At the time, being young, while I was growing up, definitely didn't appreciate her. And now that I'm an adult, 27 years old, almost 28, I can't imagine raising a child like myself or my sister. We were terrible. We always talked back. We just didn't respect her enough. And now at this age, I'm definitely thankful for her. I'm thankful for everything that she's done for me. I'm thankful for the text messages, the phone calls, even though sometimes I think she's calling entirely too much or texting me entirely too much. The fact that my mom knows how to text is ridiculous, by the way. She's 70 years old, and I'm over here like, Mom, and she texts back what are you doing, as in WATRU. And I'm like, what is going on right now? Who's teaching you how to do these things? But I'm definitely appreciative with my mom.
Probably the grandkids.
Oh, yeah. Tú sabes. But yeah, first thing that I'm thankful for is definitely my mom.
So how are you going to challenge yourself to get better?
I am going to challenge myself by calling her almost at least twice a week, because I don't talk to her every single day. I work a lot. I'm definitely going to go over to her house a little bit more, spend some more quality time with her, take her out to eat a little bit more often. Just definitely show her a little bit more thanks than I have in the past.
That's what's up, man. I want everyone that's listening to know we don't do the research together because Tim doesn't sleep. He has too much to do in life.
Tú sabes.
Me as well. But first thing I'm thankful for is family. So that goes hand in hand. I don't know where I would be without my family. It's not that many of us, now that I think about it. And we don't hang out very often. It's like Thanksgiving, Christmas, maybe a birthday. But I don't know where I'd be without it. The community, just little things. The community I grew up in, there weren't that many people that had a relative that had a college education. I had 2 parents and a sister. That's a massive advantage I had over most of my peers.
Right.
Which no doubt helped me just throughout life. The household I grew up in, it was really respectful. No cuss words, there was no yelling, putting people down.
Nice.
It's a respectful relationship. That's something you don't realize when you're a kid. All the family members will do real nice, do anything for you. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, most definitely, it's amazing.
But I'm this introvert that's just singly focused all the time. It's I'm never talking to anyone. So my challenge for myself, because every time I ever see my mom, she's like, you should call me more often. You should call me every single time, which means I'm not calling enough.
Oh, I can relate.
So I put it in my head, oh yeah, I'm gonna call. And I wake up in the morning, it's 10 o'clock, gotta brush my teeth, put in my eyeballs, do some dishes. 11 o'clock, gotta get that breakfast in. 12 o'clock, gotta start working on the podcast. 1 o'clock, start, doing my thing, running errands, job. 2 o'clock, gotta be lifting weights. 3 o'clock, 4, I'm on a schedule and I never get to it. Now I see her again, she's like, hey, you should call me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put in a time right now on the podcast. Weekly time, alarm, call my mom.
I'm silently clapping right now. I really am. I hope you guys can hear my little hands clapping together right now. That's awesome.
I'm doing that right now while you go.
That is awesome. Man, well, since he's doing that right now, which I think is awesome, I'm gonna talk about the next thing I'm thankful for, which will be my wife. Happy wife, happy life.
Say it again.
Happy wife, happy life.
And how does she make your life better?
Man, my life is ridiculously better ever since I met her. Whenever I met her, man, I was confused, barely working. I was working at a party store where you buy birthday party gear and stuff like that. I wasn't really doing much, no ambition whatsoever, just blah. I was just out of college, just didn't care about anything, and just as a friend, whenever I met her, she immediately got my life in line. Like, look, no, you need to get something done today. You can't just sleep all day. And it's been like that ever since. You know, we became friends about 7 years ago, and we've been dating for about 5 now, a little over 5 now. Well, we got married, you know, a few months ago. So ever since I met her, my life has just been great. She helped me get in line. She helped me become a little bit more organized, because you know me, I'm the complete opposite of you when it comes to I don't sit still, I don't focus, I have no schedule. And if I do have a schedule, I'm late to everything that's on that schedule. But I mean, when it comes to that, that's how I decide to live my life, and she's the person that keeps me in line. She makes sure I get everything done on time, make sure I leave the house at a reasonable time so I'm not too late. You know, she makes sure I eat, which I'm gaining weight for the first time in my life. I'm flexing on you guys if you guys can't see me right now, but
everyone can see those guns, Tim. Even if they're just listening through iTunes.
Appreciate you guys. You know, if you have any opinions on these muscles, let me know. But with her, a way that I'm gonna definitely try to do better is I'm gonna be a little bit more romantic towards her. She deserves some one-on-one dates, some roses from time to time. You know, the house clean whenever she gets home from class and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna put a little bit more effort into my relationship with my wife.
That's what's up, man.
Tú sabes.
Well, I'm not married, so we're taking a little bit of a different turn here. But the second thing I'm thankful for is my friends, because, like, I realize I've had a lot of them in life. So, like, my definition of a friend is someone that will bail you out of jail. And I feel like I have 20 people in my life or just, like, call you after you haven't talked to them in years, and they'll just give you, like, positive support.
That's good.
I think I have, like, not including family members, like 20 members I could call, like 20 people I know I could call if something really went bad in my life, just to talk to me about, just to help me through.
That's awesome, man. Most people don't even have one.
That's why I'm thankful for it. Like,
awesome.
I got people from, like, my mom used to take me to church every Wednesday, Sunday. I got friends there. Friends from, like, elementary school. Friends from just, like, high school I still talk to. Friends in life, just exploring it. But my challenge is, this is something I've struggled with, is just be a friend to someone who needs it. So I work at a restaurant right now. So I'm a little introverted, so I like to sit in this one spot when there's no customers in there. And we got this new essay. He was helping us out. The essays at my job, you know, they do everything we can't get to instantly. So, like, refill waters, take waters, reset the tables. He came in, he was older. Like, most essays are in high school. He was like 30, 32. He was like, JP, you're the man. And I was like, me? Oh, I'm confident in myself. I was like, nah, man, I'm just another server. I'm just like everybody else, just trying to, you know, put in that hard work. He seemed a little different, but he was always real talkative with me. So I talked to him back, and then one day he just texted me out the blue. And I don't ever text, like, I'm not one of those people like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
If I text you, it's like, yo, what time we meeting for the podcast?
Straight to the point.
I'm not like a how you doing type of guy.
Right.
This dude's texting, he's just trying to talk to me. And at the time, I was going to Dallas with a friend, which brings it back to something I'm thankful for, being a friend. And he told me, he's like, I'm autistic. It's really hard for me to make friends. I'm just trying to figure out life right now. I just wonder if you could talk to me. But I failed because I was in Texas, out with my friends, having fun, getting my boogie on it, you know?
Right.
And I forgot to text him back when I got back to work that week. I was like, what happened to the dude? He's like, he just walked out one day. Because he was autistic, he got overstimulated. Right. He didn't tell the managers he was autistic. He was really good, too. And, like, I failed because I should have texted him back. I should have told the managers instantly when I found out. He just wanted a friend. And I texted him later, and he didn't text me back.
Ouch.
It's like, if you see someone that needs a friend, like, just do what you can to help them. I know someone that just, like, they lost a relative, and, like, I have no one to talk to about it. It's like, like, yo, man, you can talk to me. If you need a friend, hit up The Positive Truth. Tim will be your friend. I'll be your friend. Like, you see, like, you were talking about the bullying earlier in the positive news. See someone being bullied, stand up for them, be their friend. just everybody. Just bring more people together.
100%. We all got to start being better people. And
So I'm challenging myself to get better at that. Hopefully everyone else.
that's awesome, man. That was deep. A little heartfelt. Surprised me there. Didn't expect that to come out, man. Oh, man. Let me talk about the last thing I'm thankful for. Well, it's not the last thing, but definitely a top 3 for me, which are my athletes. Again, I'm a high school coach and have probably 200 athletes when it comes to girls and guys, not including, kids from other schools that I talk to and, try to help out and coach them whenever I see them running. I'm beyond thankful for them. There's days where I'm having the worst day ever when I go into practice. I'm talking, me and the wife just got into an argument. My mom's on my case about something. Dog got fleas. Just terrible day. Just going to practice like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to let my emotions affect them. So I try to go in there, smiling every single day. And every single time, I kid you not, every single time I'm having a bad day and I go into practice, these kids greet me every day with a hug, some kind of handshake we made up, and it just makes me forget all the issues that I had, in life. I'm just like, wait a minute, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this attention that they're giving me, and the reason that they are giving me the attention is because the time that I spent with them. And they definitely, they communicate that with me. They let me know everything that we've done from the first time I started coaching them to where we are now, and they tell me all the time how important I am to them. And for me, it brings me a sense of giving back. That
Brings the best out of you.
it definitely brings the best out of me. Like I'm definitely in. If you ever see me coach, I know you haven't seen me coach. I know you will sooner or later, but I'm just in my zone. It's comfort. Like I definitely know what I'm doing there, and without those kids, communicating with me, giving me that trust and that love that they give me every day in and day out, even whenever they're having a bad day, they still come make sure they talk to me and they're respectful. I have no idea where I would be without coaching these kids. I mean, it helps that I graduated from, the same high school that they're at, grew up in the same neighborhoods they grew up in, so I can relate to them for sure, and I know that does help with our relationship, but I'm beyond thankful for them. They've talked me off the edge, the edge of a cliff so many times, it's not even funny. I mean, there's times where I'm like, I just don't know if I can coach anymore, it's taking up too much time, and I'm just stressed out. These other teachers may not like me, other coaches may not like me.
But seeing them happy?
It's worth it. Every single moment. Every single stressful moment I have is worth it. And the way I'm going to challenge myself to do better is by spending a little bit more one-on-one time with kids that absolutely need it. And like, again, I coach up to 200 kids, so I'm talking to 5-10 kids at a time, and I'm coaching, 20-30 kids at a time. I'm definitely going to spend a little bit one-on-one time with these kids that definitely need it, because you can always tell as a coach that one kid that's having a bad day, that's not talking to anybody, just kind of in a bad mood. I'm definitely going to do better by pulling them to the side a little bit, just spending some time, not trying to embarrass them or anything, of course, but trying to get to know what their issue is and try to help them, talk them through some things, and hopefully that helps out a little bit more. I definitely want to challenge myself to be a better one-on-one coach instead of a better team coach, if that makes sense.
Coaches have to get smarter just like the athletes got to get better.
If you're not working on your craft, you're not doing anything. You might as well quit, is the way I see it. You have to work on your craft.
That's what's up, man.
For sure. Man, you know what? Oh, no, we're not done yet. You still have one more, don't you?
I got one more. It's a little bit different, and I changed it at the last minute. But I feel like it's really important to me. The thing I'm thankful for is basketball, because I was never getting good at it. But basketball...
Stop. This man's lying to you.
But basketball brought me so much in my life. You want to talk about, like, friends? I can only think of one friend that is not at least indirectly related to basketball in my life. Like, everyone else, like, we either played basketball together as a long-time friendship, or, like, indirectly I knew somebody that I was playing basketball with, so I met you, and so even though you don't play basketball, the only reason I'm hanging out with you is because I was playing basketball with someone else.
That's true, man.
Like, I just left a basketball tournament. It was a charity basketball tournament. It was yesterday. Tim, we were playing from 8 a.m. to 12. Whew.
You're sore right now, right?
More like banged up. Guarding those 6'5" people are not fun. I'm 5'11" on a good day. But that's the thing, though. Like, bringing it back to, like, friends and family. It's a charity event. It's in Poto, Oklahoma, in the middle of nowhere for a good cause. So that's a good thing. That's basketball bringing people together.
Right.
I'm hanging out with friends. I'm making new friends, new acquaintances, people of different backgrounds, not just city kids, rural kids, people of different age groups. and I'm hanging out with my friend's family who are treating me like family. Like,
It's always a feel good. Always a feel good when you can go into somebody else's family and they treat you like you're one of them. Oh,
and I've had that like multiple friends. It's like, oh, you're my friend's friend. Like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, what food do you want? Oh, you're a pescatarian. Oh, you don't like bacon? That's weird. You don't eat bacon? It's like, okay, well, let me help you out. We'll go get you some pizza. We'll go get you some shrimp fajitas. On and on and on down the line. So it's just amazing how much basketball is bringing to my life, even though I'm just playing it recreationally. I don't think I said that right, but it doesn't matter. You get the point.
we do get the point. It's all good.
And it's just like, there is nothing more fun than getting your friends together and y'all go like play together as a team. Y'all go win. You're all sweaty. You're all tired at the end. It's like, oh yeah, like we did that together. And you do that multiple times. It just brings people together.
It does.
So
Most definitely.
That's why I'm appreciative and thankful of basketball. And so what I would challenge everyone is like, even if you don't play a sport, or you like really like a TV show, or you really like something, like, I don't know, sewing, instrument, find something in someone you don't like that you both agree with and use that to bring you together. Someone you can't stand, be like, oh, you like such and such TV show. I do too. What do you like about it?
Find a common ground.
Common ground and just build with it. There is nothing like that brings people together like common ground and something you both like doing together.
I agree 100% with that.
So that's my challenge to everyone.
That's awesome, man. I don't know if everybody knew. Well, you probably knew because we talk about it quite often, but I believe me and you met playing basketball.
Yeah, that's how we met.
That is a true story. We were like in 6th grade or something, but man, crazy.
I have one friend. Of all the people I know, everyone like I basically ever went out with, there's only one friend that I can really think of. It was just like a next door neighbor. That's the only person that wasn't brought together with basketball. Even like the people I went to church with, like we met at church, but we really started hanging out when we started playing basketball.
Right,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right. I do. Man, that's awesome. Those are all 3 of yours were awesome. They were on point as well. Basketball it caught me off guard. I was like, wait a minute. But then hearing everything, like, yeah, that's an understanding. I understand why you're thankful for it.
Like you hate it sometimes. It's like, man, I should practice more. The jumper's off. Can't believe I missed that shot.
No handles.
Like, man, I used to be so much better when I was like 21, 22. But it's so much fun. It brings people together.
It's true story. True story.
And we hope you bring people together. We hope this helps you. You can find us at TPT_podcast on Twitter, Facebook, The Positive Truth. Please share with a friend. Please give us a review. That helps us out so much. Moves us up to the top of iTunes so more people can know about this positive news. We're going to keep getting better. Hopefully this podcast makes your week better, helps you get better as a person.
And if you guys want to talk about some things you guys are thankful for, social media.
Let
Twitter.
us know. Put it on the Facebook.
Yeah.
Put it on the Twitter. If there's some other social media you want us to get on, we'll get on it for you.
Let us know.
Some other medium you want to find your podcast, let us know. We'll get on that too. We good?
I believe so.
That's what's up, man. We out.
Deuces.